Hey guys, Pat with NIchols Outfitters here. What we're going to talk about today is coming in and buying a suppressor. It's not as easy as it is buying a gun. We're going to go over that with you today in this video using our Silencer Shop kiosk and the ATF eForms webpage. One of the things we've done here at NIchols Outfitters to kind of help smooth this process along is we've introduced the Silencer Shop kiosk here. And basically what you do is you're going to set up an account online, and then you're going to bring that kiosk code in here, and we're going to be able to scan your code. And once we scan your code, what we're going to do is we're going to take your fingerprints, we're going to do your photo ID, you're going to answer all the questions that the ATF has you answer here, and that way we can start getting your process moving on your silencer. What that's doing for us now is this ATF is saying that it's taking about 90 days, and we've seen that for the most part, anywhere from about 85 to 110 days is what we're looking at so far as turnaround time. So those times since they've gone electronic have made things a lot easier. Once we got you all set up here on the kiosk, then we'll go to the ATF eForms website, and we'll be able to help you get your ATF username and set up your password and PIN. That way you're ready to go when we're ready to e-certify as soon as we get it put into the system. Once we've got you registered with the ATF and all your paperwork sent to them, then we're looking about 90 to 100 days. Once you get approved, then you will receive an email with your actual tax stamp. I'll receive an email showing that you received your tax stamp as well. I'll have your can pulled and ready for when you come in to fill out your 4473, which is your gun transfer paperwork. Once you've filled out the 4473, the suppressor is yours to take home. So when you're coming to buy a suppressor, make sure that your driver's license is up to date. That means correct address, it's not expired. The upside to us being where we are though is if it is out of date or address needs to be changed, we have the DMV about 5 minutes away from here. So you can run up there, hopefully get it done pretty quick, come back and see me. But to avoid all that, make sure it's all up to date when you come in to see me. Once we have you an account set up on silencershop.com, you get an email. And in that email, they're going to provide you with a kiosk code. If for whatever reason they don't provide you with a kiosk code, it's easy. All you have to do is request a new login. And so all you'll do is you come over here. If they don't provide you a kiosk code, you can come in and you can log in here. So enter in your Silencer Shop password, and that way this links directly to your Silencer Shop account. Once you hit that, it's going to verify your credentials. Once we got you registered and logged into the Silencer Shop kiosk, then we can go through. It has what they call train stations all the way down. So you have fingerprints, so we'll be able to do your fingerprints by clicking that, and it's going to go through a little demo showing you exactly how to do your fingerprints, so there's no real way to mess it up. Our fingerprint scanner is down here, and once it goes through its little demo, we'll be able to scan fingerprints, and then we'll be able to get your photo ID on down the train station. Now that we've gotten to this, we'll just hit start capture, and it's really self-explanatory. It shows you exactly how to do everything, but we'll also be here to help you through this process, because this right here, if you don't do it exactly right, it might not pick up your fingerprints. But once you hear that little yellow beep, it'll see mine didn't pick up right there, but yep, once you see that it's picked up, you hear the beep and then you'll see it pick up your fingerprints. Then you just accept it, and you're going to move on to each fingerprint all the way down the line, and we're going to do that all the way through, keeping it in this little area that says fingerprint zone, not the no-go zone. Once you've done that, you're going to hit process complete, and then it's going to ask you to sign. You just sign with your finger just like you normally would, and hit continue. Now this is a nice neat little area here, because what it does is this sets you up for what you want to do. Do you want to put it in a trust? Do you want it as an individual? We don't hardly ever do corporation or undecided responsible person. Only reason you're going to do an undecided or responsible person is if you're on somebody else's trust and you just need to get fingerprinted. We can help with that too. But so what we're going to do is we typically run individual, and then we run it as a single shot trust. So you run single shot trust as an individual, not a traditional trust. From here, you'll take your ID and you'll scan your ID. Once your ID is scanned, then you go through and make sure all your information is correct. Once it's correct, you go through. Once your information is correct there, and it should pull all this off your driver's license. If it doesn't, we'll just have to manually input it. Then you go down here to the height and weight and ethnicity and race and all that. So you'll put in your height and weight for whatever you are. And if you miss one, it's going to pop up with an asterisk there, and it's going to tell you that you missed one. So you go through here, pick your gender, pick your date of birth. Where you were born. And then social, you can put that in. And then it's going to save your fingerprint card information. This is information that is going to the ATF. Next, you'll have to answer the questions that are also on the 4473, the gun transfer form that you normally fill out when you're buying a firearm. But you'll answer each one of these, and once you answer all these, then we'll take your photo, and everybody information is registered now, and that's the stuff that's going to go to the ATF. All right, after we've done the kiosk, what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to get on eforms.atf.gov, and we're going to scroll all the way, well, not all the way to the bottom, right there to create an eForms account. Once you hit that register button, little green button, you'll fill out all your information here. When that information is filled out, you have to put in a password, security question, a PIN number. Once you put all that in, it's going to generate a user ID for you. You don't have to pick it, they're picking it for you. This is your unique username for eForms. Don't share that with anybody. Don't share your PIN number, don't share your password with anybody. It is a federal offense. You can't get in a lot of trouble with that. And then after you do that, you just go down here, you click the little I'm not a robot and register. And once you've registered, they're going to email you a copy of your username. So I always tell people, just, you can write it, put it in your phone somewhere, because when I call you to e-verify at the end of the process, when I call you to e-verify, I'm going to need you to input on your side of the computer your username and PIN number. After we've e-verified, then your information is sent to the ATF, and that starts your 90-day clock. Guys, the reason why we have you do all this here at the shop is, one, to make sure that we can know you're inputting the information correctly, and to help speed up the process, because if they have to send back the paperwork because of a misspelled name, we can catch that beforehand and make sure that it goes smoothly. So that's the process, guys. You can do it all here at Nichols Outfitters. If you have any questions, you can give us a call. Me, Pat, or Kevin, he's one of my suppressor guys at Nichols Outfitters. You can call us at 205-664-3431, or you can visit us online at nicholsoutfitters.com.